when Morris beat Reyes to win the 1990.
Well, yeah.
I got that out of my system.
He's happy about that. He's up and running.
Get that ball out of my system.
5 now. Well, it was a. As you can see, the cue ball finished just about perfect. Reasonably straightforward with the cue ball right behind the 6, but as he's got that angle to it, makes it a lot harder for a player to see the angle and judge it just right.
Especially playing it left-handed.
What a shot.
They call him the magician. That was a rare old trick.
Kamusta mga kaibigan? Ngayon ay masasaksihan natin ang isa sa pinaka-nagmarkang laban sa karir ng The Magician. Ito lang naman ang match na may pinakamalaking premyo sa kasaysayan ng bilyar. Mainit ang laban na ito mga idol. Kasing init ng ulo ng kalaban ni EFREN. Talaga namang pasigaw-sigaw pa na para bang suntukan ang pinuntahan. Anyway, ito nga pala ang final match sa 2006 WPL IPT World 8 Ball Championship na ginanap sa Reno, Nevada. Ang nakalaban ng The Magician dito ay si RODNEY Morris. First track, unang sumargo ang The Magician kaso walang hulog kaya open table para kay Maskuladong Morris.
But this time no groups.
Oh, get away. Get away, guys. Come on, Rock. Let's go, baby.
And not the best of starts EFREN would have been hoping for.
In Virginia.
Talaga nga namang sumisigaw-sigaw pa sa unang bola. Excited na excited si Kuya.
Likes to chat to himself, likes to G himself up. Things aren't going his way, he'll try and...
Open table para sa mga muscle ni Morris.
Going through on percentage.
And it really was.
No, get that. Too much. Ah, yeah. Come on, baby.
Good shot though. Use the width of the pocket.
6 in the corner.
Using all the width of the pocket. And now a simple finish for him in the first rack.
At napasok ang 8 ball. Talagang napahiyaw pa si Morris. Maski yung audience o tito niya ata yun eh. Napapasuntok na lang sa ere. 1-0 ang score.
I wonder if he'll get that presented in a briefcase as well, Phil. We saw Torsten Homer win the first event.
Second rack. Sargo ni Maskulado Morris. Walang pumasok. Pero dikit ang uno sa cue ball.
And if these guys weren't under enough pressure already, I've noticed some luminaries of the pool world.
Low ball ang dinali ni EFREN dito sa second rack.
Also from the UK, played in that group and also went out at that stage, finishing 5th.
He's won in Asia already this year. He came here direct from winning the World Cup of Pool. Playing alongside Francisco Bustamante, he gave the Philippines the trophy. That event was in Newport in Wales. Here today, RODNEY Morris.
Yeah, tricky little shot. Reyes made it look fairly straightforward. Wants to make sure he clears from here and gets back on level terms with the break, of course.
The collision with the stripe was intentional.
Nakuha ni EFREN ng second rack. Pero si EFREN, chill-chill lang.
Morris out of the gate quickest. Reyes responds.
Third rack. Sargo ni EFREN at walang pumasok sa break.
Chips, and it also hasn't stopped him from getting to the final tonight. Rodney Morris, I think, has got much better break and run-out statistics.
Won that 90C hotel and casino in 2001. He's lifted that trophy twice. He's also, as America prevailed.
Three in the corner.
Although he'll have to play a couple of good positional shots to get on the 6.
Sumablay si Morris, kaya naiwan ang open table para kay EFREN BATA.
He's left Reyes with no problems with the stripes. Nice first shot.
You've got Francisco Bustamante and another former world 9-ball champion, Alex Pagulayan.
Mga kaibigan, ang tournament pala na ito ay may $500,000 na premyo. Nilahukan ng 121 players na may 1,941 matches.
Has to get the bridge out for this. Shouldn't be any problems for him. Just needs to draw back maybe a foot or two. Leave himself near the second diamond.
Gimme, he would have anticipated.
Nakuha ni EFREN ang ikatlong rack, mga idol.
Reyes, though, has claimed the next 2.
Well, they've been playing non-stop, at least 5 matches per day, each player.
Fourth break. Walang naihulog si EFREN at pinili ni Mascolado Morris ang mga low ball.
Dry break. Real frustration for the... When Alison mentioned making a ball off the break, he laughed and said, yes, if only I could make a ball off the break. Had another laugh.
By the way, just for the record on the break,
6 on the side.
only 4 more than this man.
Yes, the 8 looks like, as long as the cue ball slows down. Has it gone far enough? I think he's all right.
Naubos naman ito ni Morris, kaya dikit ang score sa 2-2.
Snickering himself, but Rodney Morris, certainly early indications suggest
Fifth break.
dominant. 2 racks each. First to 8 gets the nod.
Napalakas ang muscular break dito ni Morris, kaya na-scratch. Ball in hand si EFREN.
Handball, corner. In the corner.
Ang tournament na ito, mga idol, ay nilahukan din ng iba pang mga Pinoy players.
Keeping tabs.
Lots of running side.
But Roxton, that's what he's done. The only proper shot that no cueist likes. He snatched at it. Upper body movement.
Sumablay si EFREN sa 8 ball, kaya naiwan ng open table para kay Morris.
3 ball, corner.
Well, what are they, those?
Side.
Morris, by the way, will celebrate his 36th birthday in November.
Yes, I thought for those watching yesterday, we saw Oliver Ortman take on EFREN Reyes, and I said at the time that EFREN wasn't quite playing his... Well, just how did that happen? How did he end up just slightly wrong on the 8 to make it missable.
Corner.
And I feel he'll just have to improve on his positional play, just that little.
8 in the corner.
Wow. That one almost stayed above ground.
Talaga namang nag-flex pa ng mga muskets ang person.
A potential turning point there. Vastly experienced Filipino.
Sandball.
6 break, sargo ni Morris. At dito ay lamang na siya sa score na 3-2.
To break through.
Corner.
Really not taking any time at all.
Game, we all know it isn't. But if he knocks himself out of his own rhythm, self-defeating.
But as I say, he's got the chance now to just stun the 2 in, leave an angle on the 7, which he's done nicely.
Having a side. 8 ball side.
Like a very well needed break and run for Morris.
Yes.
Mabilis na nalinis ni Morris ang lamesa.
So far, Rodney Morris trailed 2-1.
So quite a difference between the two players.
7th break,
Oh! I thought I had it, guys. No.
walang nahulog si Morris. Kaya medyo napatili ang maskuladong person.
Just had the one break and run. You aren't going to get one off the break.
Naiwan ang table kay EFREN.
Because there's nothing worse as a player, and you can't get on a roll if you can't carry on that and get on the table and get winning off the break and get going.
Differently from others. Look at the match we saw in the final group between
Madami ding mga Pinoy players at legends ang lumahok sa tournament na ito.
and Mika Immonen.
Kabilang ang mga legend na sila Marlon Manalo, Dennis Orculio at si Django Bustamante na nag-uwi naman ng $40,000 sa 7th place.
Max won and lost. Rourtman came 4th. Dennis Orcullo, who just mentioned, he came 5th. And Corey Jewell came 6th out of the 6-man group yesterday.
Dot the I's and cross the T's. I can tell you the best British place finisher was Carl Boys from Yorkshire.
Corner.
Didn't have the angle to hold it, so he went across the table. And that's a pretty good shot, leaving himself virtually straight on the 8.
Reyes,
Nakuha ni EFREN ang rack na ito.
Morris didn't make a ball off the break.
8 rack.
But all EFREN Reyes is concerned is
Kay EFREN ang sargo. Kaso wala na namang nahulog si Idol. Masaya na naman ito si Morris.
It's gone for a very soft break off, and
so. I think
well advised to just keep that for the practice room next time. It doesn't look. Down near Morris's side of the table. On the cue ball. Bring the cue ball back, avoid those solids.
well again just
Sumablay si Morris. Nasobrahan sa positional play. Kaya naiwan ang lamesa kay The Magician.
Well, it wasn't there for that, was it? You can see from
is the biggest match they've ever been involved in, and they've been involved in thousands.
Kaya ngayon, medyo nalulungkot na dito si Morris.
7 on the side.
Clearance. It's got the 1 and the 6 close to one another in the centre of the table. Trying Trying to get onto those now. Break for EFREN.
And that was a better pot than it looked, because the near jaw of the middle pockets.
8 in the side.
Morris blunder.
At nakuha ni EFREN ang rack na ito.
Capitalizes. He's stubborn. He will not be shaken off. The Filipinos in the crowd. They're a little more.
9th rack. Wala na namang nahulog si EFREN, kaya kay Morris ang open table.
And, even finished pretty much on the bottom rail.
Tournament, but if you're watching this event for the first time, I'll just repeat it. It is theoretically possible for a player to win the lag.
Ang first place sa tournament na ito ay mag-uuwi ng 500,000 at ang second place naman ay 150,000. Ang laking diferensya nun, mga idol.
So a 350,000 differential.
Yes, and from the one ball he cannoned into the 6. In doing so, he's left the 6 available for the centre, and not how we would have wanted it.
At yun nga, mabilis na naubos ni Morris ang lamesa.
Morris letting out his frustrations.
10th rack.
Well, I can't believe he's done it again.
Sa sobrang laki ng muscles ni Morris ay nag-scratch na naman siya. Kaya medyo nagsusungit na ang first on.
And that really is another, well, it's just a basic error really.
Ball in hand si EFREN sa open table.
When you're going off the break, it's not just surrendering control.
6 in the corner.
He felt that was the problem.
Four ball, corner. Off corner.
Going for the slightly more difficult, but still straightforward enough really for EFREN. Taking the 5 down the rail. And wants the cue ball to...
One on the side.
Swing again.
At naubos ni EFREN ang lamesa dahil sa scratch ng muscles ni Morris.
On the break, twice he's been fully punished. Once again. Steely-eyed. He's been in many high-stakes ball.
11th rack.
But can he get over the line here today?
Wala na namang nahulog si EFREN. Napa-let's go baby ang pamilya ni Morris. Medyo inaalat ata si Idol sa mga break niya sa larong ito.
Four ball, corner.
Five out of this visit, and he needs to leave the 3 there to enable him to do it at a later visit. So taking on the harder 2 ball. Pretty good.
It was not going to be smooth. It's one of those.
Now. Well, it was a shot to go.
Sumablay si Morris sa 6 ball. Naiwan ang high ball kay The Magician.
May win him the rack. Well, indeed, he should win it from here, Phil. The 15 next to the 8. But he's immediately decided to get rid of the stripe that was blocking that.
10 on the side.
Nine down the rail. Just needs to leave himself a nice angle from here to get onto his final stripe. That looks pretty good.
Tignan ang positional play ni EFREN dito sa 8. At napasok ni EFREN ang 8 ball.
He's indomitable and he'll be the champion.
12 rack. Sa wakas mga idol, nakapasok na si EFREN sa break na ito at palakpakan ng mga tao.
Go just one away.
Si EFREN din pala ang nag-champion sa IPT 8 Ball Tournament 2005. Ang taon bago ang tournament na ito. Doon niya tinalo ang billiard legend na si Mike Siegel. Naka-upload din yun sa channel mga idol. Check nyo na lang.
As long as he makes the 5, should be looking good for the rank. Just for 4 left afterwards.
And if you're bridging over an intervening ball and hitting down on the cue ball, the likelihood can be that you impart unwanted side spin.
He just made that again, so not a full pocket to go for them, but it does go.
Nagkamali sa anggulo si EFREN sa 8, napasobra, kaya siya sumablay. Ayun, medyo napangiti-ngiti si Morris dito.
Other than hitting the far angle.
Mautak din talaga to si Morris eh. Nag-play safe na siya.
Take a close look at this, Phil. He's going to be standing right over it. This is going to be close.
At tagumpay naman siya sa play safe niya. Na-budget kasi dito si EFREN. At nakuha ni Morris ang 12 rack.
The referee deemed that he grazed the adjacent 15 ball before pocketing the 8 ball. And the referee proved correct.
Spot on, indeed, it was a foul. We'll see the slow motion again.
Game Mr. Morris.
That really was split-second stuff. The referee stuck his neck out. He didn't have the benefit of the action replay, so good decision by him. And of course, foul on the 8 ball means rack over. What a conclusion. Their 29th
13th rack.
match. And it's all coming down to just a handful of pots. And for the third...
Talagang binibigo si Morris ng mga muscles niya. Scratch na naman siya sa break.
Scratches from the break.
I just can't believe it. He wouldn't do that.
Inexcusable.
Naiwan kay EFREN ang lamesa.
Yes, of course, and whoever wins this rack...
Don't scratch and still lose the rack in question.
Last 4 stripes down this end of the table. Making positional play.
Corner.
If he can't hold it, he's got to go around the angles, and that certainly could go wrong. Well, a pretty good shot. He had the angle to hold into one of Morris's solids.
Napakagandang positional play ni EFREN doon at nakuha ni EFREN ang 13th rack. Talagang dikdikan ang laban mga idol.
Well, at the North American
14th rack.
in Las Vegas, the previous event, or the most recent event on the IPT Tour, the title was decided by a run out from the break.
Well,
Buena sa Sargo. Humabol pa talaga yung sa isa cue ball para lang pumasok.
Kissed on the bottom.
well-struck break-offs. As you can see, he did well to control the cue ball. Not the most powerful, but he gets a lovely cannon there. And even... Well, you've got to say it's not a... This shot reasonably straightforward with the cue ball right behind the 6, but as he's got that angle to it, makes it a lot harder for a player to see the angle and judge it just right.
Especially playing it left-handed.
Isang magic shot ni EFREN sa 6, ibang klase.
That was a rare old trick.
This was good to watch, left-handed as well.
At yun, nakasimangot na si Morris. Parang gym boy na nabatrip sa bench press at barbell.
Something similar to what happened in the last rack, in order for Reyes to give him a chance to get back into this. Using the angles, the 8. Has to be careful because he has to get the right angle on this. Has he gone far enough? Had to play with draw, off 2 cushions, and that looks good. Is it going to stop?
Di na maipinta ang mukha ni Morris dito mga kaibigan, dahil sa stop, look and listen ni The Magician.
It's there! EFREN Reyes!
At yun nga ang final shot ni EFREN sa 8.
Champion. What a finish! He was the king of the hill in Orlando, Florida, back in December. Now he's the king of Reno. You know, Roxton, at the age of 52, the overwhelming majority of sportsmen either bask in the glory of past achievements or wonder what might have been.